unleashing your inner phoenix, the transformative power of resilience. Welcome to the Black Successful Women podcast. Today, we have the extraordinary privilege of sharing insights from our interview with Jessica McDermott, a visionary whose journey and wisdom have not only transformed her own life, but have sparked a revolution in personal growth and resilience. Jessica's impact reaches far beyond individual success stories. She's reshaping how we view adversity, strength, and the very essence of human potential. Have you ever paused to consider what truly distinguishes those who achieve their wildest dreams from those who remain trapped in the quicksand of unfulfilled potential? Is it raw talent, a stroke of serendipitous luck? Or could it be something far more profound, a quality that resides within each of us, often dormant, waiting to be awakened? Jessica McDermott's odyssey is a testament to the extraordinary, almost alchemical power of resilience. But here's where it gets interesting, folks. We're not talking about resilience in the way you might typically imagine it. We're not discussing an impenetrable fortress of mental fortitude. No, what Jessica has uncovered is far more nuanced, far more powerful, and, dare I say it, far more revolutionary. Imagine, if you will, that resilience isn't a shield, but a sword, not a defensive mechanism, but an offensive strategy, a tool not for withstanding life's storms, but for harnessing their energy to propel you forward. This is the profound wisdom that Jessica shared with us. And I promise you, by the end of this talk, you'll never look at your challenges the same way again. Let's dive into Jessica's journey, a tale that will make you question everything you thought you knew about inner strength and personal growth. Picture this: Jessica standing at the edge of a metaphorical cliff, toes curled over the precipice of a life-altering decision. On one side, the comfortable embrace of her current job, stable, predictable, safe as houses. On the other, the wild, untamed frontier of entrepreneurship, uncertain, terrifying, but crackling with the electricity of potential. Now, most people in this situation would step back, maybe peer over the edge for a moment before retreating to the safety of the known. But Jessica, she took a deep breath, closed her eyes, and leaped into the abyss. Hold on, I hear you thinking. That's not resilience. That's just plain crazy. But here's where Jessica's wisdom truly begins to shine. She didn't jump blindly. She jumped with the full knowledge that she might fall and fall hard. But, and this is crucial, she knew that even if she did fall, she would learn from it, grow from it, and ultimately rise stronger. This, my friends, is the first key lesson Jessica taught us. Resilience isn't about avoiding falls. It's about knowing you can get back up, no matter how many times you fall. It's about understanding that every stumble is a step forward in disguise. But let's get real for a moment. Taking that leap wasn't a walk in the park. Jessica felt fear coursing through her veins, doubt whispering in her ear, and yes, a profound sense of weakness threatening to paralyze her. But here's where her approach diverges from conventional wisdom, where she zagged when the others would have zigged. Instead of trying to suppress these feelings, to push them down and plaster on a brave face, she embraced them. She listened to her fear, acknowledged her doubts, and accepted her perceived weaknesses. And in doing so, she discovered something revolutionary, something that turns traditional self-help advice on its head. These so-called weaknesses weren't holding her back. They were her secret weapons. Her fear kept her vigilant and prepared, like a sentinel guarding against complacency. Her doubts made her question assumptions and find innovative solutions, acting as a built-in devil's advocate. Her perceived weaknesses became areas of growth, pushing her to learn, adapt, and evolve constantly. This brings us to the second crucial lesson. True strength doesn't come from denying our vulnerabilities, but from embracing them and using them as catalysts for growth. It's about turning your perceived kryptonite into your superpower. Now, I can almost hear some of you thinking, that's all well and good, but my challenges are different. My obstacles are insurmountable. Well, let me share another piece of Jessica's story that might just change your mind and challenge your perception of what's possible. A few years into her entrepreneurial journey, Jessica faced a crisis that threatened to undo everything she had built. A major contract, one that represented nearly half of her company's annual revenue, fell through at the 11th hour. This wasn't just a setback. It was a potential death knell for her fledgling business. It was the kind of blow that would have sent most people spiraling into despair, questioning every decision they'd ever made. But remember, Jessica had learned to view challenges differently. Instead of seeing this as a catastrophe, she saw it as an opportunity to reassess, to innovate, to push beyond her comfort zone once again. She didn't just face this challenge, she embraced it with open arms, like reuniting with an old friend. She reached out to her network, not to ask for handouts or sympathy, but to seek advice and new perspectives. She pored over her business model, identifying weaknesses and areas for improvement with the keen eye of a surgeon. She even took on a part-time job to keep her dream alive, viewing it not as a step backward, but as a strategic move to buy time and resources. And you know what? It worked. Not only did Jessica's company survive, but it emerged stronger, more efficient, and more resilient than ever before. The crisis that could have ended her entrepreneurial journey instead became the catalyst for its greatest period of growth. It was like watching a phoenix rise from the ashes, but instead of flames, it was fueled by sheer determination and adaptability. This brings us to our third key lesson. Resilience isn't just about bouncing back. It's about bouncing forward. It's about using every challenge, every setback, every perceived failure as a springboard to launch yourself to new heights. It's about turning your stumbling blocks into stepping stones. Now, I can see the spark of recognition in your eyes. You're starting to see how this applies to your own life, aren't you? But you might still be wondering, how do I actually do this? How do I cultivate this kind of resilience? How do I transform my own challenges into opportunities? Well, Jessica has some practical advice for us, and it's not what you might expect. First, she emphasizes the importance of mindset. Resilience, she says, is like a muscle. The more you exercise it, the stronger it gets. But here's the kicker. You don't build this muscle by avoiding weight. You build it by seeking it out. So, start small. Face those little everyday challenges head on. Did you mess up at work? Instead of beating yourself up, ask yourself what you can learn from it. Did someone criticize you? Thank them for the feedback and use it to improve. Each of these small acts is like a rep in your resilience workout. Second, Jessica stresses the value of what she calls productive discomfort. This isn't about making yourself miserable. It's about strategically pushing your boundaries. Seek out situations that push you out of your comfort zone. Take on projects that scare you a little. Have conversations that make you nervous. The key is to gradually expand your comfort zone, building your resilience bit by bit, like an explorer, slowly but surely charting new territories. Third, And perhaps most importantly, Jessica emphasizes the power of self-compassion. This might seem counterintuitive. Aren't we supposed to be tough on ourselves to get results? Not according to Jessica. Remember, resilience isn't about being perfect or unbreakable. It's about being kind to yourself when you stumble, learning from your missteps, and always, always getting back up. It's about treating yourself with the same kindness and understanding you'd offer a friend. But here's the thing, and this is crucial. Resilience isn't just about personal growth. It's not just about making yourself stronger or more successful. It's about impact. It's about using your strength, your experiences, your hard-won wisdom to lift others up. And this is where Jessica's story truly inspires and challenges us to think bigger. As her business flourished, Jessica didn't just rest on her laurels, basking in the glow of her success. No, she saw her triumph as a responsibility, a call to action. She started mentoring young entrepreneurs, particularly women and minorities, who faced additional barriers in the business world. She shared her story openly and vulnerably, showing others that setbacks and failures weren't the end of the road, but often the beginning of something amazing. She even started a nonprofit organization dedicated to teaching resilience skills in underserved communities. Through workshops, seminars, and one-on-one coaching, Jessica has helped countless individuals transform their lives, turning their perceived weaknesses into strengths and their obstacles into opportunities. She's not just changing lives, she's starting a resilience revolution. And this brings us to our final and perhaps most important lesson. True resilience isn't just about personal triumph. It's about using your strength to create ripples of positive change in the world around you. It's about lifting as you climb. Now, as we near the end of our time together, I want you to take a moment. Close your eyes if you're comfortable doing so. Think about the challenges you're facing right now, the obstacles that seem insurmountable, the weaknesses you believe are holding you back. Now, I want you to reframe them. See your challenges as opportunities for growth. View your obstacles as chances to innovate and adapt. Embrace your perceived weaknesses as unique strengths, waiting to be unleashed. This isn't just positive thinking. It's a fundamental shift in how you interact with the world. This is the power of resilience that Jessica McDermott has shown us. It's not about being unbreakable. It's about being flexible, adaptable, and always ready to learn and grow. It's about using every experience, good or bad, as fuel for your journey forward. It's about understanding that your greatest struggles often hide your greatest gifts. So I leave you with this challenge. In the coming week, face one fear head on. Embrace one weakness and find a way to turn it into a strength. Reach out to someone who's struggling and share a bit of your own resilience with them. Be the pebble that starts a ripple of positive change. Remember, you are stronger than you know. You are more resilient than you believe, and you have the power to not only transform your own life, but to lift up those around you. You have within you the seed of a phoenix, waiting to rise from whatever ashes life throws your way. As you go about your day, I want you to ask yourself this question. What perceived weakness of mine can I transform into a superpower today? How can I use my unique experiences and challenges to make a positive impact on the world around me? Your journey of resilience starts now. Embrace it, nurture it, and watch as it transforms, not just your life, but the lives of those around you. Remember, true strength isn't about being unbreakable. It's about being endlessly adaptable, persistently hopeful, and always, always rising again, no matter how many times we fall. The world doesn't need more perfect people. It needs more resilient ones. People who can face adversity with courage, learn from failure with humility, and use their strength to lift others up. It needs people like you, embracing your unique journey, turning your struggles into strengths, and using your resilience to light the way for others. So go forth, embrace your challenges, celebrate your vulnerabilities, and unleash your inner phoenix. The world is waiting for your unique brand of resilience. It's time to rise, to shine, and to show the world what true strength looks like. Thank you for listening. And remember, every fall is just the beginning of your next rise. Now go out there and soar.